to my little urban homestead and welcome to Fabric Friday. I thought I'd do a little sort of show and tell off camera mix with you today. I'm not sure that I showed you the stained glass Lone Star once I'd finished quilting it. So there it is, and as you can see, as you can see, I did do feathers in these corners and went around them with very small stippling and just triangles inside the diamonds. Triangles inside the diamonds, that sounds good. Yeah, and stitch around the white. But there it is in all its entirety now, done. I finished the small Lone Star, the half size one, which is that size, and I would show you today, but I've been using it on the table and it's now in the washing machine so I can't show you that. Because I've used the thin, lightweight polyester wadding batting in it, I've actually put this cotton material, very strong canvas material on it to actually give it more weight. Another quilt I finished just over a week ago is a small black quilt. It's about 48 inches square, something like that, and I did, that's the quilt front all quilted up, but you could see better on the back the quilting, and I just first of all stitched in the ditch on all these fence rail ones, and then I went and diagonally across all of them, and you can see how it is on the back, and that was just normal foot on my sewing machine. Round the next bit, show you this bit here. I've got a ruler foot, so I tried a template that I had Lurch. Where is it? I had Lurch 3D print me off just this, and I used the bottom half of it, and you can see better on the back of this quilt, and I just basically followed around and then followed it around again lower down, so I've got these nice arches. So I did straight line quilting and ruler foot quilting, and then round the outside border I put swirls, and they were just free motion. I left the ruler foot on, didn't put the free motion foot on because it works exactly the same. So I did that, and at the top of it I did a couple of feathers, and I did the names of the couple that I am giving this to, which is my brother-in-law Phil and his wife Sal. And you can see from the back the feathers, obviously the names are reversed, but you can see there the feathers, and I do like feathers and I find them very easy. You heard me mention about a few days quilting I'd got, and a Jacob's ladder quilt. Well, this is the Jacob's ladder quilt that I did. Can't remember the sizes of it, but it'd easily go over a single bed. It's 6 foot by about 5 foot, something like that. And I pieced the back. So I thought I could piece the two white bits together, but it'd be more noticeable. So I pieced a blue stripe down the middle of it, which matches the blue of the Jacob's ladder itself. And that was just straight line quilting in the ditch. Apart from I did do diagonals down either side of the ladders. I did make a matching cushion cover for it. I do this at times just to test out my quilting ideas on. I'll make a block up that's the same as the majority of blocks in the quilt, and then I'll have a go at different things quilting it. But I decided not to free motion quilt it, because to me it was speaking straight lines. So that's what I did, so I thought I'll put them together. I also made a couple of other cushion covers. These are quilted as well, and they're in the style of, I think it's called Sister's Choice, and I just straight line quilted those as well. And they're with the envelope flap at the back. I did a table runner, and there's the table runner, and again to give it extra bit of weight and stability, strength to it, I used this backing, which is also a heavy canvas curtain type material, and I love how that worked out, and it was so quick to do. And that again I just stitched in the ditch to quilt it. I don't like stitching the ditch, I found it easy. I did another table runner, which is reversible this time. And it's got jagged edge to it, and that's the one side, and the other side is just basically little squares, table runner, and that I just stitched in the ditch to quilt it. I've made a bag. I haven't yet sewn the button on it. Finished the bag off and everything else, but it's hand sewn, sewn the button on, and it takes me a while to get round to it. I normally save my hand sewing and do it all in one go. So that's the bag, and it's about 12 inches wide by about 14 inches. It's got metal feet on the bottom to help protect the bottom, and it's just quilted in straight lines. There's stiff interfacing in it to help it to stand up, and as you can see it does stand up really well. My latest that I have been trying out is, first of all, I made a large shopping bag with the boxed bottom to it, and as I was putting it together, one thing I thought, well, is a good idea is sometimes you just throw your car keys in and they end up at the bottom underneath all your shopping, and you have to get them out, or it's your house keys. So on the inside, and this is sewn into the seams of it themselves, I've put a hook that is about 5 inches down, so you can actually hang your keys from there, so that they will not go underneath all your shopping and you have to go digging around for them. So that's the bag. Let's say a large shopping bag. And then I thought, might do something else with this Rubik's type material, not Rubik's. I thought I might do something else with this Tetris-like material. So I made a purse, just a little Velcro fastening, and you can see inside you've got space for your cards, a little zipper pouch which is your coins. You can put things there, you can put money there. Just a nice little one that matches. But I also put another hook onto it so that you could, if you got these together, you could attach your purse to it and it would hang inside the bag. So if you bought a few things, they were in the bottom of the shopping bag and you needed your purse, you didn't have to go digging around for it. It's hanging there. Also, it's security, because if anyone tries to run off with your purse, they run off with your shopping as well. You know about it. They haven't pickpocketed you easy. So that's that one, and I thought, I've got a bit of the material left. I'll make a bag, and this time I've made a, yes, I haven't yet sewn the strap on. I haven't quite finished this, I'm in the middle of it. It's fully lined, like my shopping bag was fully lined, and it's got a box bottom to it. There's no hook or anything on it, but it matches them exactly. And as I say, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm just going to put the handle around either side. I might do something with this here because it looks a bit because the sewing machine did not want to sew the Velcro onto here, but I've got ideas on that, and also ideas on how to sew the straps to the side, because with this being the thicker canvas curtain type material and several layers of it, my machine does not like going through it, skipping stitches and everything. So I think I've got an idea, so I'll be trying that out anyway. And there I mix some of these things in, oh no, another make. I've done, it started off, it started off as a placemat in courthouse steps style, but I thought I like them together, and so I bought this panel. I think you can see that in my fabric haul one of months ago, Black Cat Crossing. So I've cut them out and put it on, and this is what? So far it's 56 inches, so it's nearly 5 foot by turns 6 foot, over 6'1", because at the bottom here there's another bit that goes down, but my unit's in the way, and I quite like that. But a lot of these things, as I've said before, I make them, but I've not got a use for them. So they'd just be sitting, gathering dust and space in my house. Some of the things, such as the Lone Star table topper, that's going to be a Christmas present for someone. Also the quilt, the green quilt with the name Phil and Salon, that's going to my brother-in-law and his wife. But the other things, they're not earmarked for anybody in particular. So I decided to open an Etsy shop. So a lot of the things that I make are actually going to end up on the Etsy shop. One thing I have made previously that did go on my wall for a while, and then I took it down and replaced it with a Bargello style one. So I thought, I'll put this one on for sale. So there's quite a few things on the Etsy shop. Well, there's 6 items at the moment, and there'll be some more going on every couple of weeks. And they're just going to stay on there until anybody sees them and wants them. The reason I opened the Etsy shop is basically to stop me becoming a hoarder. I enjoy making all these things, and if I don't give them away, they're just going to be stored in my little house, making it hard to get around. So I thought, open an Etsy shop and put the prices at basically just to cover the costs and the materials the majority of times, and that's it basically. They'll stay on there until someone decides that they want them. So once I get up to 200 items on there, I might consider slowing down. We'll see. But that's how it stands at the moment. So thank you very much. Next week I intend on doing some actual sewing. Sewing what? Not sure yet. But thank you. Bye.